Idris Elba, born on September 6, 1972 in London, is a renowned British actor. His parents, Winston from Sierra Leone and Eve from Ghana, were immigrants of working-class background. His dad worked at the Ford factory, and his mom was a clerk. Idris discovered his passion for acting while attending school in Canning Town, which led him to drop out and pursue his dreams. He was able to join the National Youth Music Theater thanks to a grant from the Prince's Trust. To make ends meet, he took on various jobs like fitting tires, selling ads over the phone, and working night shifts at the same Ford factory as his dad. Growing up in Hackney and East Ham, Idris went by his shortened first name and got his acting start in school. His big break came when he landed a role through an ad in The Stage, which also introduced him to his first agent. In 1986, he started DJing at weddings with his uncle, and soon he launched his own DJ business. Although he briefly attended college, he left in 1988 to focus on the National Youth Music Theater, supported again by the Prince's Trust. Throughout his early career, Idris juggled various jobs to support his acting ambitions and even DJ'd under the name Biographies. In his early 20s, he began to audition for TV roles, marking the start of his journey in the entertainment industry. Elba's initial foray into acting was through reenactments of murders for Crime Watch. His television debut came in 1994 with the BBC's children's show, The Boot Street Band. The following year marked a pivotal moment in his career when he secured a substantial part in the medical period drama Bramwell, set in the late 19th century England. He portrayed a key figure in the first season, a small-time African crook named Charlie Carter, grappling with the loss of his spouse during childbirth and the subsequent challenge of raising his infant daughter alone. His breakthrough-named role was in 1995, playing a gigolo in the sex episode of Absolutely Fabulous. This led to a series of supporting roles on various British TV shows, including The Bill and the Ruth Rendell Mysteries. His career progressed with roles in the soap opera Family Affairs and the TV series Ultraviolet, followed by Dangerfield. Seeking new horizons, Elba moved to New York City. Despite his relocation, he occasionally returned to England for television parts, such as a role in the Inspector Lynley mysteries. In 2001, he took to the stage in New York City, embodying Achilles in the play Troilus and Cressida. In 1997, Elba showcased his talents in the opening 2 episodes of Silent Witness's second season, titled Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Following a guest appearance on an episode of Law & Order in 2001, Elba secured a prominent role in HBO's acclaimed series The Wire in 2002. Over the next 2 years, he brought to life the character of Russell Stringer Bell, a role that became iconic in his career, especially among American audiences. In 2005, Elba took on the role of Captain Augustin Muganza in the HBO production Sometimes in April, which delved into the tragic events of the Rwandan genocide. He also participated in the 2007 BET program Black Men the Truth and portrayed Charlie Gotso in the #1 Ladies Detective Agency, a series shot in Botswana that debuted on BBC One on Easter Sunday, 23rd March 2008, to an impressive viewership of 6.3 million and capturing 27% of the audience share. Elba's career continued to flourish, with Variety announcing in January 2009 that he would take on the role of Charles Minor, emerging as a formidable competitor to Michael Scott, played by Steve Carell, on NBC's The Office. Elba's character featured in a 6-episode narrative during the 2009 season and made an appearance in the season's final episode. Later that year, he inked a contract to play the title character in the 6-episode BBC drama Luther, which premiered in May 2010. Elba also joined the cast of Showtime's The Big C in 2010. His portrayal in Luther earned him the Golden Globe Award for Best Actor in a series, miniseries, or motion picture made for television at the 69th Golden Globe Awards on 15th January 2012. In 2018, Elba joined the cast of the Netflix comedy series Turn Up Charlie, taking on the role of Charlie. The show debuted on 15th of March 2019, but was not renewed beyond its initial season. Additionally, Elba was both the creator and star of the semi-autobiographical comedy series In the Long Run. Elba's film career includes playing the lead in Daddy's Little Girls, 2007, where he portrayed Monty, a mechanic who navigates love and legal challenges as he fights for custody of his children. His filmography from 2007 also includes the zombie sequel 28 Weeks Later and the holiday film This Christmas, which collectively grossed around $50 million at the box office. The following year, Elba appeared in the slasher movie Prom Night and the crime film Rock'n'Rolla, directed by Guy Ritchie. In 2009, he featured in the supernatural horror The Unborn and the thriller Obsessed, where he starred alongside Beyoncé, with the film earning $29 million during its opening weekend. Elba's cinematic journey continued with his 2010 portrayal in Legacy, where he embodied a Black Ops soldier on a quest for retribution following a failed Eastern European mission. He also starred in The Losers, a cinematic rendition of the DC Vertigo comic, as Roque, the second-in-command of a covert ops squad. The film was shot in Puerto Rico and premiered in April 2010. That year also saw Elba in the high-stakes film Takers, and as the mythic Heimdall in the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Thor, directed by Kenneth Branagh in 2011. In the realm of music, Elba's appearances spanned from music videos for Fat Joe in 2002 to Angie Stone in 2004 and gigs in 2010. His musical talents were showcased in the 2006 EP Big Man for Hevlar Records, and he co-produced and featured on the intro of Jay-Z's American Gangster album in 2007. His DJ skills were on display at the NBA All-Star events in Las Vegas in 2007. By mid-2009, Elba was spinning tracks for Betty's Rising Icons and unveiled his single, Please Be True. He announced his 6-track EP, Kings Among Kings, in Essence magazine, which led to the release of High Class Problems Volume 1 in the UK in February 2010, earning him accolades and a Billboard Music Awards nod. Elba's musical contributions continued with his performance on the intro to Faroe Himancha's WAIR in 2011 and his co-direction and performance in the Mumford & Sons Lover of the Light music video the following year. 2014 marked Elba's foray into musical theater with the production of The Rebellious Soul Musical by K. Michelle, which premiered on VH1 in August. Additionally, he contributed vocally to Mr. Hudson's Step into the Shadows and participated in the production of Idris Elba Presents Me Mandela, released in November of that year. Elba's musical collaborations extended to the Ghanaian band VVIP, featuring on the Selfie remix alongside Nigerian artist Phyno, which was unveiled in September 2014, with its music video following in April 2015. He also contributed his rap skills to the Loose Tapestry's second album, a project by Noel Fielding and Sergio Pizzorno. His versatility in music was further showcased in a remix of Skepta's hit Shut Down, shared on SoundCloud in June 2015. August of the same year saw Elba feature in D'Banj's track Confidential, which included a music video released shortly after. He also had the honor of opening for Madonna during her Rebel Heart tour stop in Berlin in November 2015 and was featured on the Macklemore and Ryan Lewis album This Unruly Mess I've Made, released in 2016. Elba's passion for music led him to establish his own record label, Seven Wallace Music, in July 2018. He graced the stage at the Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival in April 2019. That year, he also joined forces with Wiley on the hit single Boasty, appearing in its cinematic music video. Elba's voice was heard on Taylor Swift's London Boy from her album Lover, where a snippet of his interview was used in the intro. In a collaboration with producer Jay Robinson, Elba released the track Know Yourself on Male 5 Trap in April 2020. In 2020, inspired by Emmanuel's debut track Need You, Elba proposed a unique music video concept that would weave together clips of individuals sharing personal anecdotes about their pandemic experiences. Elba graced the airwaves with a special DJ mix on Triple J's Mix Up in Australia on February 13, 2021. Later that year, he revealed his collaboration with Lime Cordiale, an Australian pop-rock pair, on an EP named Cordy Elba, which hit the music scene on January 14, 2022. Additionally, Elba worked with Paul McCartney, remixing the track Long-Tailed Winter Bird. On January 8, 2024, Elba dropped Knives Down, a track featuring British rapper DB Maz as part of a campaign to combat knife violence in the UK. The Phantom Liberty expansion for Cyberpunk 2077 introduced 2 new radio stations, 107.5 Darkstar Radio and 99.9 Impulse Radio, both showcasing Elba's musical contributions, including 2 new songs and an exclusive DJ set alongside Private Press. The Movement Electronic Music Festival in Detroit, set for 2024, announced on January 24, 2024, that Elba would be performing a DJ set in tandem with the esteemed EDM artist Kevin Saunderson. In the fall of 2014, Elba took to the BBC Radio 2 airwaves with his program, Journey.Africa with Idrissa Elba, where he explored the diverse sounds of African music. His presence extended to television, where he appeared in a series of commercials for Skybox over several years. Elba also played a role in humanitarian efforts, partnering with the UK government in 2014 to help eliminate Ebola in West Africa, alongside Justine Greening, the then Secretary of State for International Development. His foray into fashion came with a collaboration with the British brand Superdry, unveiled in late November 2015. Elba's advocacy for on-screen diversity led him to speak before the UK Parliament in early 2016, addressing the slow progress in representation across various demographics. He also hosted the Best FIFA Football Awards in October 2017 at the London Palladium, capturing a moment with football icons Messi, Ronaldo, and Neymar. Elba's creative pursuits included transforming the music from his album Idrissa Elba Presents Me Mandela into a theatrical production. This culminated in the play Tree, which debuted at the Manchester International Festival in 2019. However, the play's authorship became a matter of public dispute when writers Tori Allen Martin and Sarah Henley claimed they were unfairly ousted from the project, despite years of involvement and significant contributions. Elba has recently inked a creative deal with Apple, engaging his production company Green Door Pictures in crafting original content. In early 2021, it was unveiled that Elba, alongside his spouse Sabrina Dora, would be venturing into the realm of Afrofuturist adult animation with a series provisionally named Dantai for Crunchyroll. During a conversation with Den of Geek in April 2021, Elba credited his wife as the primary visionary behind the series, highlighting her profound enthusiasm for anime. In the role-playing game, Cyberpunk 2077's expansion, Phantom Liberty, released in 2023, Elba lent his voice and appearance to the character Solomon Reed. Elba's personal life includes 3 marriages initially to Hannah Kim Nurgard, followed by a brief union with Sonia Nicole Hamlin, and currently with Sabrina Dowry, whom he wed in Marrakesh in April 2019 after a public engagement in 2018. He is a father of 2 and maintains a spiritual outlook on life. A known Arsenal fan, Elba also showcased his adventurous spirit in the Discovery Channel's Elba No Limits, setting a new record at Pendine Sands. His philanthropic efforts are marked by his role as an anti-crime ambassador for the Prince's Trust since 2009. Elba has also been vocal in political matters, advocating for the UK to remain in the EU during the 2016 referendum and actively campaigning against knife crime.